Why do illegal immigrants literally get treated better than regular Canadians? We're going to react to this clip from Pierre Poilievre. Plus, I'm going to weave in some other stuff. And then we got some clips after, just some short ones. Let's watch.
For over a century and a half, Canada had the best immigration system in the world. People came from all around the world. They worked hard, started families, launched businesses, contributed, paid into the system, integrated into our way of life, and became proud Canadians. About 4 years ago, for reasons still unknown, this Liberal government decided to overturn the entire system of immigration. They tripled population growth. They opened the floodgates. They allowed rich multinational corporations to profit by bringing in low-wage labor that would drive down jobs for Canadians and drive up rent for the people in our country.
There's no excuse. It was also an insane panic to their COVID lockdowns where they choked the economy. Oh, let's just flood the country with immigrants, no problem. Then the Liberals get elected again, clown world.
This Liberal Prime Minister claimed he would change things, but it was all an illusion. Things are getting worse. 6 million Canadians now can't find a family doctor as the system has been overloaded with excess population growth not matched by new doctors.
6 million. Unbelievable.
Wait times to see a specialist have hit 30 weeks. Patients in Canada were waiting for 1.4 million procedures last year. More than 100,000 Canadians have died on a wait list since 2018, roughly
100,000. About 45,000 Canadians died in World War II. That's just from 2018 onward. So about 8 years, 100,000 Canadians have died. I'm going to come back to that Poilievre speech, but I'll weave in this Trudeau one here. This is from a while ago, but maybe this can highlight why Canada has become such a terrible situation for Canadians that have lived here for quite some time. Take a look at this.
I didn't get to choose this place. I was born here, and I can almost take it for granted. And anytime I meet people who got to make the deliberate choice, whose parents chose Canada, I'm jealous, because I think being able to choose it rather than being Canadian by default is an amazing statement of attachment to Canada, which is why I always sort of...
This is a bad guy. Sometimes I criticize people for having bad takes. Justin Trudeau is a very bad person.
Laugh whenever you see people who are, not many of them, but intolerant or think, oh yeah, no, go back to your own country. Well, no, you chose this country. This is your country more than it is for others because we take it for granted. We default into this place. And I think understand...
What do you mean we? He's speaking for me and all of you watching if you're Canadian. He's speaking for you when he says that. We take it for granted. Who are you to say that? Again, he's such a scumbag.
More than it is for others because we take it for granted. We default into this place. And I think understanding that power of building a country that is made of people who chose or whose ancestors chose to build a new life here is really, really exciting.
Oh, man. We will go back now to Poilievre.
The time when this radical immigration experiment began, 20% of Canadians are stuck waiting for over a year for elective surgeries, the most out of 10 peer countries. Meanwhile, this government provides deluxe benefits that are not available to Canadian taxpayers. They give those benefits to rejected asylum claims. To be clear, these are things like vision care, physiotherapy, home care, speech therapy, things not covered by the public plans of lifelong taxpayers are then being provided to people who are here illegally or have been refused because they made false asylum claims.
There's no excuse. I've recently paid for 3 of those out of pocket. Speech, vision, physio. This is infuriating. What a joke. Just what the fuck are we paying taxes for?
Cost of the program that provides these benefits has gone up 1,000% under this Liberal government, from 66 million to about $1 billion, expected to run to 1.5 billion by 2030. The backlog of asylum claims has exploded by 3,000% under this Liberal government. 300,000 cases were active as of last December under this Liberal Prime Minister. 86% of rejected refugee claimants are still here in Canada.
86%.
Over 2 million people are expected, are expired or will soon be expired, and this Prime Minister has no plan on how he's going to return them to their country of origin. The Liberals oversaw the removal of only 22,000 last year. So again, we have 2 million whose stay here will expire, and the Liberal government of this Prime Minister were only able to remove 22,000.
Unbelievable. And again, we'll have some takes after of people trying to defend this or something, or say, oh, you're punching at vulnerable people. Go fuck yourself. I'll let Poilievre keep going here because he is cooking. This is the version of Poilievre that Canada needs. You have to go negative. Canada's not in a good place. You have to go negative like this.
Barely a tiny fraction. Even rejected asylum claimants get access to these deluxe taxpayer-funded benefits. And when Conservatives moved a motion at the committee to study this problem, Liberals filibustered and blocked it. More obstruction from a Liberal Prime Minister who doesn't want to change anything.
Again, it's insanity. I've just recently paid for 3 of those things. It's expensive. I did pay over $1,000 recently on those 3 things: vision, speech, and physio.
Canadians have big hearts, but they expect to be treated fairly. And they do expect that they should get at least as good, if not better, services than those people who are here illegally.
Okay, there's a little bit more in that speech, but just for my video, I'm going to get to some other short clips. So that'll be the last. I'll touch on at least that clip from Poilievre. Take a look at this. This is, I believe, from a day ago, maybe 2 days ago. This woman here with a terrible take.
Mr. Speaker, it's really unfortunate that we have this kind of conversation where we are talking of the health of Canadian and asylum seekers. The reality is those people are in the country and we have agreement. And our system, the health system is a compassionate system. So
no, it's not. It's not compassionate for the people that pay taxes.
So what we are saying is those people,
That really actually pisses me off. It's not compassionate. Go to the doctor. It's not compassionate. Once you get in, you usually get good care. The bureaucratic nightmare, the wait times, how is that compassionate? To who?
Saying is those people, they need to have access to help.
Why? What does that mean? Someone here illegally does not need to have access to shit.
And we are working closely with provinces and territories also to get more access to Canadian people.
Are you really? That's just something you throw in at the end. Oh, we are working to get more access, blah, blah, blah. And even like people see, anyway, I won't comment on that for this video, but take a look at this video. This is a great statement here from Poilievre. This is where Poilievre is at his best.
This is the old Liberal trick. When they mess up the system, when they destroy people's lives, when they turn the country upside down, they immediately go on the attack. And they start calling patriotic, honorable Canadians horrible names. Anybody who disagrees with them, or who is upset that they destroyed the immigration system, by their own admission, by the way, instead of holding themselves accountable and firing the minister that did it, they promoted him to justice. No wonder we have a crime wave. And then they...
Exactly. Sean Fraser should be not in politics. He should be maybe making YouTube videos. Maybe you can try to compete in the free market. I don't happen to think anybody wants to listen to you, but go work at McDonald's, Sean Fraser. Anything but what you're doing.
Look out at all the millions of Canadians, the 6 million Canadians who can't get a doctor, or the 100,000 families who've lost a loved one on a waiting list, and call them horrible names because of the mistakes that this Liberal government make. It is disgusting, Mr. Speaker.
Okay, good. Like, I've been very negative to Poilievre lately, and he definitely has a long way to go to earn back my support, but that was good. And if Poilievre wants to actually win, he has to be willing to get called names. The Liberal scumbags will call you names no matter what you do, so whatever. Here's Sean Fraser, one of the worst politicians in Canadian history.
Mr. Speaker, when you have a series of questions like this that have come on the floor of the House of Commons this week, you have to invite yourself into the conversations that the Conservative Party must have had as they were getting ready. You can imagine them all sitting around saying, what are we going to prioritize this week to help us raise some money? Well, could we tackle perhaps the Canada-U.S. relationship? No, that's just going to upset our members who think Canadians are having a hissy fit.
You are having a hissy fit. Canadians are collectively having a massive hissy fit. This guy can barely talk, by the way.
Could we tackle affordability for families? No, that goes against type. Could we do healthcare? Sure, healthcare, but let's make sure we do it in a way that helps no one. Punching down by demonizing refugees, saying you're going to cut healthcare is a...
Dude, that's bullshit. Again, you can't even complain in this country. Demonizing, blah, blah, blah.
Healthcare is a blatant political opportunity, not something that's going to help a single person in this country.
That's f***ing awful. Okay, take a look at this.
And do you think that your government will support the Conservative motion today to review the asylum benefits?
I doubt that.
Why do you say that? Why do you doubt that?
I doubt. Look,
We don't want to look at that. We're going to keep giving asylum seekers, even if they're illegal, rejected claims, deluxe benefits. Oh, I doubt that. They're so smug, too.
It's very revealing to me that Conservatives went away for a week and tried to think of an issue, and the first thing they think of is to punch down at some very, very vulnerable people.
What a scumbag, man. Again, Canadians, if you're watching this, we're not allowed to think. We're not even allowed to talk. We're not even allowed to complain. That's punching down at vulnerable people because you have a question about why are illegal asylum seekers getting better medical care than a taxpayer? That's punching down according to the lunatics that run this country. I'll finish my video there. Please like, please subscribe. Have a great day.